I don't know, I'm just spamming abilities at this point. No, I don't want to attract fire. My ship is on fire! Oh. Hello, my name is Austrian Fire, and welcome to Star Trek Online. You're probably wondering, what am I doing playing one of those crappy free-to-play MMOs? Well, okay, I kind of maybe just betrayed my ultimate feelings on Star Trek Online in that opening sentence, but you're probably wondering why I'm playing one of these free-to-play MMOs. I didn't say crappy at all. What are you talking about? No, but as you can tell, I played Star Trek Online for a bit in the past. I'm currently at the old level cap of 50 before they increased it, and I figured, you know what? I kind of want to play the game again. I want to see what it's about. I want to see what's changed in it, and as you can tell here, as you can tell, first of all, I played this a little bit last night, so some of it's not new to me. But the first thing that actually stuck out to me is that the main menu is all new and everything. Now you have this new display and everything, and I actually like this a lot with your bridge crew with you and everything. As you can tell, one of my bridge crewmen is Jem'Hadar, because that makes sense. Shut up. Anyway, yes, and I also know that there are now, you know, the Romulans and the Klingons were playable before, of course, but the Romulans are playable now, and apparently I can make 3 new characters with that. I'm probably never going to do that. I'm more interested in the Federation than I am in the Romulans or the Klingons. Well, the Romulans are slightly intriguing, given that this is the post supernova thingy from the Abrams movies. But at the same time, I'm probably not gonna tackle that, because I'm not gonna play this for too long. I kind of had this itch to kind of check out Star Trek Online again, see what was different, see what was very much the same, and go into it from there. You know, I don't have really the most positive opinions in this game. There are other free-to-play MMOs that I have more positive opinions of anyway. Certainly Star Wars The Old Republic I have a more positive opinion of than this. But, I figured I'd check it out a little bit, see some of the ships. Also, I got a free promotional code that gives me one of the new Tier 6 ships, and free bonus to reach level 60 on. And I'm probably not going to use that bonus because I think that sort of thing is boring and very cheaty. Yes. And Earth's space dock looks so much different suddenly. I am shocked at how different it looks now. There's not different locations and everything. Go. Stop running around like you're drunk, Lisha. Earth's space dock. I can see the Thunderchild class, I think. Named after the Ocular class, USS Thunderchild. There's that new Miranda class refit thing they added. There's a Nova class. That's just a flat-out Nova class. The crap are you? And you over there are... I don't know what you are. Could you please tell me? And as you can tell, by the way, you might notice that I named my ships based entirely on on a certain mythology. Based on a certain mythology there. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, I didn't realize I had the... Oh, okay. This is a little different. Not that much different, but it's a little different. What's this? Green transphasic cluster torpedo. What the crap did I get that? I don't remember the ship at all. But yes, my first ship I named the Brynhilde. I was kind of obsessed with the name Brynhilde for quite some time. My next ship was the Needhog. Jesus, why did I choose this class? I prefer the regular Saber, don't I? Yeah, that looks kind of cool with the Borg tech. I guess. That's Borg engines, right? Or is it just a color? Ugh. And anyway, the Tiamat, of course, looks more like a proper, this is Riemann technology, I think. Looks more like a normal, Akita class. And the Fafnir looks like a Galaxy class with purple shit all over it, frankly. What's giving that purple glow? Oh, the Jem'Hadar, right, the Jem'Hadar things. Right, because that's like roughly the level I think when you do that. And then the Jormungand, which actually looks relatively normal. With the deflector that is really garish. Yeah, that was really safe to warp out like that in the middle of this. Vice Admiral, we need your help. Our environmental sensors are detecting increasing amounts of Eichner radiation. Oh crap, technobabble. We fear that the effect this will have on our ecosystem if the levels continue to increase. Our scientists believe that the radiations originate from somewhere in our system, but we aren't able to pinpoint a cause. Please, will you get... Yeah, fine. Sure. What the hell's Eichner radiation even supposed to be? Well, I'm glad that the map pinpoints exactly where I need to go. Oh, right. That's like a little point I can, like, scan for, like, resources in the lake, right? A little glowing blob over there. Okay. 3/4 impulse. Scan the asteroid. Oh. Shut up. Crap. How do I go? What do I do to go to maximum? Oh, there we go. Crap. How do I un-maximum impulse? What asteroid am I scanning? Oh, okay. Sir, I determined that the radiation is emanating from the asteroids passing through the system. They have high amounts of cyanacrylate, and that is a known source of Eichner radiation. We know little of this form of radiation, sir. It is capable of stimulating growth in certain forms of viruses, including plasma plague. Good lord. I believe that the Jormungand's shields are strong enough to keep its radiation from affecting the crew. They're going to take more readings and submit our findings to the Federation Science Council. Oh boy. These are the voyages of the USS Jormungander. Its continuing mission to bore the hell out of its captain. To seek out strange forms of radiation in new worlds. To boldly go where everyone's gone before in Star Trek Voyager and Enterprise. And occasionally Next Generation too. Alright. Begin Empress Sela. For more than a century, the worlds of the Agram... Okay, let's just do the mission. I don't care for the lore anymore. Does anyone else hear that musical theme? We've arrived at the Agrama System, Captain. Incoming hail, sir. Do you want me to put on the main view screen?
Greetings
on screen.
And welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference.
I'm notable?
Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I'm assuming that's voice acting from Denise Crosby. Because they like to get their voice actors when they can. And I doubt they would do the voice acting if it wasn't Denise Crosby. I hope we can find a path to peace. There has been too much conflict between our peoples. Good lord, what am I, some sort of hippie? Hexafluorine gas. Why is the prefix for 6 alongside the word fluorine? Is that actually a thing, or is that just made up? Damn it, Star Trek Online. Why do you take the worst aspects of Star Trek and then compound it by, like... Oh, that's what I did wrong. Talassa, you beamed in off the transporter pad. Doesn't make any damn sense.
I have some business to attend to before we begin.
What kind of business? Secret Romulan business? You know, because Romulans kind of do that. You Romulans are so much like the Soviet Union, it's not even funny. It's a pleasure to meet you, Empress. I look forward to a productive conversation. I don't. Good lord, this is not what this is not what Lisha would be thinking, that's for certain. I had to say, you have a very nice, poisonous-looking botanical garden that appears to be on fire in the middle of your conference room here, Empress. I appreciate the setting. I'm just gonna go in here. Why am I still visibly armed? Why? These are little details, Star Trek Online. I should not be visibly armed in the middle of a peace conference, as logical as it would be since it's the Romulans.
Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
Every smile here hides a knife. I mean, yeah, okay. Thanks for the tip, ma'am.
The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace.
The Federation must pursue! Why are you so dramatic about this, Ambassador? I'm pretty sure I've seen Ambassador Sugihara before, too. I agree, Ambassador. Yeah, well, yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally think that Sela, the most conniving Romulan officer, she's not really Romulan officer, though, in the entire series, saw the light. Yeah, okay, sure, we're just gonna go the gullible track.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokar. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
You are aware I'm not human, right? Or Vulcan. I'm like very much an alien. You see the little horns clipping through my hair here? Yeah, that's kind of a fine. It's true, a case of food poisoning would kind of screw everything. What the God's name are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I guess we're just gonna walk on the tables now.
The doorway is guarded, so while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Am I really about to cause a diplomatic incident in the middle of a peace conference? On a hunch. I mean, granted, you mentioned Franklin Drake, and that's really enough for me to kind of, you know, to kind of follow him, but still... Oh my gosh, suspicious package! Who dropped the pants? Well, so far no combat. I'm glad I decided to do this mission. What is this? I'm going to assume it's some sort of droid from Star Wars. Oh, I'm just carrying 3 bombs on me. Great. I really hope that was actually handed to me earlier and I just didn't notice. Because otherwise it's... Okay. I'm also glad that Sela decided to place all the, you know, all the things, you know, all the weapons and everything at the place of the conference. Because, you know, smart people definitely do that sort of thing. You know, she wouldn't place it on another world, probably closer to Vulcan or something. No, she's just gonna put it where the conference is, where she's distracting us from the Vulcan thing. I could see why Sela failed in the Klingon Civil War. Ow! That was loud!
The Federation would send spies instead of diplomats. And you call us treacherous.
Because you are! And besides, this is treachery!
You may have
Can I shoot them? I don't remember my keys. I don't remember my keys at all. A little help here, please. Little help, guys, maybe? Shield grid's taking a lot of hits. I don't know what I'm doing still. I don't remember anything! Oh god, heavy! Ow! Can we recycle the shields a bit? I can't remember anything. Okay, I need to face my... I don't know what's happening. Alright, just fire everything! Fire everything! How do I restore my shields again? Oh, those torpedoes! I love it! Alright. Alright, you guys are clear. Noble and... Okay, Rhode Island and whatever the other one is. You are clear.
I thought we would never be free of that blast.
Oh, hi! Anybody? Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Help! Help! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh gosh! I just rammed the thing. Okay, okay. Power to the main defect. Power to the shields. Please power the shields. Shields, please power. Need to rotate my shield grid. Good lord, this battle is crazy. Then again, I don't remember half of this game, so that's kind of why. Engage evasive maneuvers. There's a little bit of breathing room. Alright, I have pretty much demolished the shield grid. Yes, I know our shields are failing. Just keep shooting. Alright. Alright, that's their main ship off out of the action. Alright. This should be much easier now. Let's repair the hull again. Damn it. Damn it. Just keep facing for once. The Deridex. Oh boy. I've always wanted to fight a Deridex class. Oh, help, help, help. Alright, well, I'll show you. I'll use my own beam on you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh god. Ow. Right, defensive. Oh help! Oh help! I am dying. I am dying all over the place. Oh gosh, it's not good. My gosh, the Deridex is killing my... No, you don't. Good job. Brace for impact. Help! 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 I know we're dying. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna... Oh, God! I got an accolade for dying. I don't know. I'm just spamming abilities at this point. No, I don't want to attract fire. My ship is on fire. Oh. Alright. Shoot the torpedo. Shoot the torpedo. Shoot the torpedo. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I think we're done. I think we're done. How the hell do we get out of here again? Oh, look how gigantic this thing is. Yeah. Because, you know, Federation ships are always this big. You know? Toron, you have a chair. You have a chair. Just sit down. Oh, forget it. You're just random engineering officer 1. How's it going here? What station is this? Data analysis 225761. What about you? What are you up to? You just scanning. You don't even have a tricorder. Okay. I mean, really. Really. Did I give you your name, or did you just come with it? I can't remember even. Alright, so anyway, Star Trek Online. I'm gonna be honest, when you kind of start it from the beginning, it's not so bad. It has its endearing moments. But the charm wears off pretty fast. The charm wears off pretty fast. One of the problems really is the engine, first of all, as you can tell, is not terribly polished. Even after all these years, I've not played this like 4 years, it still doesn't look terribly polished. You know, there are missing objects and poor texture quality and everything. That's all very obvious in the game still, and I think that's really very disappointing. You know, the game also... A game, besides lacking polish, I think just also just wants for being its own game. The game depends far too heavily on its source material, on, you know, the Star Trek series we all know and love and or hate, to really carry itself. You know, in order for the game to carry itself, it relies so heavily. I wish I could see the star that I'm right next to outside the view screen right now. You know how awesome that would be. That's just a minor detail this game could use and doesn't have. You know, why is it just empty space? That's just something that's just something that just kind of stood out to me here, just sitting on my bridge. But it's sort of it's just like, the game could just be so much more than it really is. Star Trek Online is, and this is the kind of thing I've had the problem. This is the kind of thing I had a problem with The Lord of the Rings Online too, is that it depends too heavily on the source material. It's too closely attached to the time frame of the series we all know and love, and it leans too heavily on those series as a crutch. And it weakens. Go away, pop-up. I do not need to know that. I don't care about whoever got that ship. I don't care. Why do I need it to pop up in front of my face? You know, I know it's a free-to-play MMO, and that is going to weaken. Anytime an MMO goes free-to-play, it's going to weaken the MMO, because the game is not going to have the same level of dedication put into its development. Not like, say, WoW or Final Fantasy XIV, which consistently come out with expansions every 1 or 2 years. You know, which have a high level of polish and a high degree of content and balance, and overall, you know, like the overall development cycle is just better. You don't get that with free-to-play MMOs, and I kind of understand that. And yet at the same time, I wish I could expect so much more from Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online tries to be too much for too many people, and it fails. And I find that fundamentally disappointing, really. I really do. Because I love Star Trek. I don't love it as much as I love Star Wars, but but when it comes to science fiction, I love Star Trek. I think it's a great setting. I think it has great. What is going on over here? Hold on. Oh, great. Great. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. You're sitting in the floors, ma'am, sir. Hold on, I can't tell. Just get around. Okay, sir, you are a sir. Someone androgynous, sir, but a sir nevertheless. But that's precisely what I mean. I love how the game managed to demonstrate everything I was talking about in that one moment. You know, it's just the sort of the complete lack of contact duty officers. What? No. Oh, I didn't mean to crouch. No, stop crouching. You see, everything I'm just trying to do casual things while talking, and it's failing because the game is so unpolished. Okay, what was I saying before? Oh yeah. You know, like, I think maybe that's the thing I love about Star Wars: The Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic, and of course its predecessors, Knights of the Old Republic, is that they do a lot to detach themselves from the parts of the Star Wars saga that we love so much. You know, the prequel trilogy, well, we don't love that as much, but some do. And of course the original trilogy, which pretty much everyone loves who has half a brain and understands what Star Wars is actually about. I apologize to anyone who loves the prequels over the original trilogy. It's just, yeah, I kind of think your tastes are unrefined. It's just the way it is. You know, it's... You know, Star Trek Online, though, it tries to make the Borg into a villain, and does basically what Voyager does with the Borg, and does it 10 times over. You know, it tries to do... You know, it tries to... You know, everyone's at conflict all at once, but everyone's doing peace initiatives all at once. And it's all chaotic, and it's all a mess, you know. If the game had any focus, it would be so much better. You know, if its plot was focused around one specific plot line or one specific story, or even two, maybe even three, if you do it right. You know, if the game had focus, if it had any desire to kind of be accurate, I'd love it so much more. You know, but it's not. It's just trying to be an MMO. It's trying to be just a kind of brainless, fun MMO, which is okay, but that ain't Star Trek. It's kind of like the way many people feel that the J.J. Abrams Star Trek reboot is not Star Trek, and they're largely right. I like the reboot movies. I think they're great action movies, but I really don't think that they're good Star Trek movies, really. And Star Trek Online suffers from that same problem. Right, everyone beams in. Right, I forgot about that. but it just makes for a very unsatisfying experience. Why is this corridor even here? That's not how you design a ship. There's just a random corridor there for no bloody reason. As we've seen in every Star Trek series, each deck is based around a central corridor, and then all the rooms in the deck branch out from that corridor. There's no random corridors off the side.
Someone kill me.
Okay, anyway. See, I'm just exploring around my ship, and that's just happening. All that's just happening. It'll be fun editing this episode together, because I spent like an hour and a half playing the game and being largely disappointed by it once again. And then I'm just going to do this little rant at the end. But yeah. Star Trek Online. Honestly, if you were thinking of ever trying Star Trek Online, you have not yet, I'd say go for it. Learn it from the beginning. You'll find that generally you learn the interface and everything pretty smoothly, but there's so much going on that it really gets confusing after a while. Which would be fine in like an individual play sandbox game, in a single player sandbox game, but it's not good in an MMO. You know, not where you're dealing with other players and an overall environment. You know, it's not. That's stupid. You know, if it wasn't for that fact, it'd be so much better, I think. Like a lot of the decisions, like the duty officers and everything. But as it stands, like the game does not have longevity. You know, I recommend, of course, that you try it in the beginning. You know, it's a lot of fun actually to level up and learn, and you know, just like use all of your old ships, like use Miranda class and Saber class, Akita class, Galaxy. You know, use everything that I used. You know, it's so much fun, especially if you love these Star Trek ships. But once you get past it, it's like everything doesn't look too good. You know, the uniform designs are kind of crappy. The new ship designs are terrible. You know, they don't look like Federation standard at all. Maybe it's better with the Klingons. I imagine it is, in fact. You know, the Klingons lend themselves, I think, better to these kinds of things. You know, you can do all, you know, there's a lot of aspects of the game that you can kind of enjoy, but it's fleeting. You got to keep that in mind. You know, Star Trek. Why is there a corridor leading to my quarters? Whatever. I'm just gonna relax. I can't sit here. I came in my quarters and I can't even sit on my couches. And what is with the backrests on these couches anyway? They don't even look comfortable. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, but give the game a shot at the very least. You know, check it out. Give it a bit of a play. Kind of relive some of those old Star Trek experiences, but be aware that the game has very serious deficiencies in storytelling and in the overall user experience. Yeah? That was probably just a huge jumbled mess of me babbling for about 15 minutes. But I kind of had to get that off my chest because Star Trek Online, I think, is like Star Trek Voyager. You know, it had so much potential, and yet it didn't meet that potential and could have been so much more. It could have been so much more for the player and the player base, and it could have been more interesting and more fulfilling. Especially since it's Star Trek, because Star Trek is really about being a fulfilling experience on some level. You know, it's about being deep and you know, it's about the experience. It's about the human condition and everything, and you don't get that from this. It's fun as a bit of an action romp, but it's not much more than that. And yeah, as you may have seen just now, there's lots of issues that it never really resolves. You know, it's kind of hard to understand how to play the game the best that you can, and even when you do play it the best you can, it has its flaws and deficiencies. And yeah, that's ultimately very disappointing. So anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Star Trek Online. I kind of hope that you enjoyed what you saw anyway. I hope that I edited this down in like a really good way, so it's like a very entertaining experience for you guys, because I like it to be. You know, I'd like you to see some of the frustration, some of the, well, like, guess you didn't get to see much of the enjoyment out of it because I couldn't come back to the game after years and just kind of just settle back in. I couldn't because the game just doesn't work like that. It's too complex to just settle back into. But anyway, be sure to check the links in the description below for links to my Twitch channel, to Extra 2015, to my Twitter and Facebook pages, and I will catch you next time as I play a game that is not Star Trek Online. Until next time, everybody.
Yes. Eat the chicken. Eat the chicken.
Oh, I was about to say, did you
Die,
just waste...
Stormtrooper Legion.
I was about to say, did you just waste our other chicken?
No, they all gathered round the. It's a Hitler.
Ah! In a very tight cluster, right in the middle of the formation, repeatedly. Yeah. You can see why I complain about the improbability of most of these things.